Hi guys, Peter back for yet another video. Today I'm going to do a deep cut video. So I'm going to choose one song from each of the band The Police. I'm doing The Police today. Their 5 albums. So I'm going to pick what I considered not necessarily the best deep cut or one of the best songs, but a great deep cut, from one of those albums. Not meaning a deep cut, not a highly sort of a dismissed song in a way, not talked about much, not a hit single. Which is a good song. That's a good deep cut. So that's what I'm going to do today. So we got the 5 albums: Outlandish, D'Amour, Regatta de Blanc, Zenyatta Mondatta, Ghost in the Machine, and Synchronicity. So here we go, guys. Great band, The Police. They really didn't put a foot wrong. They had those 5 really good albums, and some great songs on there. So I think I've come up with some really good deep cuts. So we're going to start with the 1978 album, Outlandish, D'Amour. Sting on the vocal on this one. The song is written by Sting and Stuart Copeland, the drummer, a great drummer. Really good rocking. This song I feel is a really good rocking, fast-paced, catchy tune. That's basically all I can say about it. And it's the last song, if you're talking vinyl, last song on side 1, Peanuts. Really love Peanuts. It's a cracking song. It's got a good vibe to it. Cracking track, really good one. That's a great album anyhow. But I'm going to go for Peanuts from Outlandish, D'Amour. Now, the second album is not Zenyatta Mondatta, Regatta de Blanc from 1979. I think this is my favourite Police album. I've done a studio albums ranked. If you want to check in my playlist, you can find it there. It's the first album I ever heard from them, actually, back in the day. I could have picked a few songs here. Death Wish is a good one. Does Everyone Stare Like That? No Time This Time. But I went for a very humorous track. If you listen to the lyrics, it's really catchy though. I find it really catchy. Sung and written by Stuart Copeland, On Any Other Day. Love the humor in this, the lyrics, If you go listen to the lyrics on that one, all the Police fans would know it though. So my pick from Regatta de Blanc is On Any Other Day. Love that song. Great song. Now, 1980, Zenyatta Mondatta. This was probably the easiest pick, the easiest choice. Sung by Sting, written by Sting. It's got a reggae, bouncy vibe, and it's just so infectious and catchy. Love it. It's not a long track, just under 2.5 minutes. Canary in a Coal Mine. Love that song. Great song. Great song, Canary in a Coal Mine. So that's that album. 1981, Ghost in the Machine. Song written by Stuart Copeland, the vocal by Sting. Very laid back, nice, dreamy sort of track. Sting does a really good vocal. Very well written song. Darkness, the last track. Great song. Love Darkness. And last but not least, Synchronicity. Now, Synchronicity was the hardest one to do, I must say, the hardest pick, because it's got a lot of hit singles and the deep cuts. It's one of those albums where, for me anyhow, there's a couple of dodgy songs on the album. And so if you take the singles away and some dodgy songs that I'm not going to pick for a deep cut, you're not left with much to choose from. So I found this the hardest one. But I went for a song sung by Sting and written by Sting. I think it's a good song. It's probably the songs I mentioned not as good as those, but it's the one I sort of gravitate to. I think it's a good song. Oh My God. I went for Oh My God. I think it's a good song because I'm not a big Walking in Your Footsteps fan or Mother or those songs. I'm not big on those songs. I love the hits on it, but when searching for a deep cut, I nearly went with Miss Grudenko, which is a good song. I think a good song, but I'm going to stick with Oh My God, which is a good song. from Synchronicity as my deep cut for that album. So there you go. So I'll go through it again. I'm not going to say my favorite, just great deep cuts from one great deep cut from each of the albums. Peanuts from Outlanders to More On Any Other Day from Regatta de Blanc. Canary in the Coal Mine from Zenyatta Mondatta. Darkness from Ghost in the Machine, and Oh My God from Synchronicity. There you have it, guys. What is pick a great deep cut from each of these albums, let me know. And it could be, a lot of it was quite easy to do, but Synchronicity was a bit of had to think a bit about that one. So there you have it. Comment, subscribe, all those things. See you guys for another video. Won't be too far away. Bye for now. I'll be back for many more videos to come. See you guys very soon. Bye for now.